Hey guys, welcome back. Kimberley Bell here. This month we're talking about our thinking. So the idea is, what am I thinking and why am I thinking this way? Last month we talked about our feelings, and now we're getting more clear with our thought patterns and what it is that we're kind of telling ourselves, really. So let's take a moment right now and think about the different areas of your life. Think about what do you think about yourself? What do you tell yourself? What are you thinking about your relationship, about your family, about your job, and how you fit into that job, in the environment, with the people, okay? It's important. When we stop, oftentimes these thoughts that we have, right, are so repetitious that we don't take the time to stop and ask ourselves the why behind why we feel this way or why we think what we think. And I will tell you, sometimes our thought patterns attach to something that was based in an illusion. But unless we're willing to stop and take the moment to have the conversation with ourselves, and that's what we're doing here, to kind of reevaluate, we can go off on these tangents in our lives without being intentional with our manifestation. And that's what this is all about. And this is all energy. I want to make that clear, right? I talk so much about that, and everything is energy. So if our vibration is on track and then we get sidetracked, our vibration gets kind of wobbly and it goes off into a different area. And in order for us to get back on track, we need to sit down and ask ourselves these questions. And this month we're talking about, what am I thinking? I'm going to throw out two examples of how this can be really sneaky in our lives. I lost my mom quite young, and there are many people who are watching this who probably have too. And the question I have for you is, did you make a decision because your parent died early that you too were going to die early? I did. I definitely did. And I didn't realize that, of course, until I got much, much older. But I did that. I made that decision. It's very similar to when people in our families have illnesses and disease. And now we know that most of it is manifested and not necessarily genetic, doesn't have as much of a huge genetic influence as we once thought did, right? And that's because we're constantly creating and we're constantly manifesting. So I think this is a great thing, for us to think about. The other thing that I want to mention too is that our thoughts drive our emotions and how we feel about things. Your emotions is what makes up your daily, your weekly, your life experience, okay? So it's really powerful. It's really important to catch ourselves and what is it that we're telling ourselves all day long. So I have some takeaways for us. And one that I would like you to do is ask yourself, what is it that you are thinking about all the time? Get clear. There could be 5 things that you're telling yourself, more or less, whatever. And what is your main thought within each of those thoughts? And why? Okay, it's important. And I have an idea. I'm going to download here for my subscribers a little worksheet, like a pie chart. But if you're seeing this on YouTube and you don't have a pie chart, my idea is this: take a piece of paper and draw a circle and put it into the different categories, the different aspects with yourself, your family, your work. What did I say? Work, family. You know what I mean, okay? And put those into the different categories and then write down the thoughts that you're thinking and come up with a percentage for each area. Let's just take myself. If the percentage of things that I'm thinking or telling myself all the time and thinking, right? If it's 90% and it's negative, that's really important for us to see. So I think this is a great actionable for us in a lot of ways, because we get to visually see. We sit down with ourselves, we create that time and that space, but we get to visually see too. So anyway, guys, next week we are going to talk about relationships and what we're thinking around our relationships. Okay, have a good one. Thanks so much. Take care.